I'm off to run some errands. Please tidy up this place. Wow, how did you guys do it?
We got cleaners.
Cleaners?
You know it, Dad.
Cleaner, it works.
Coming up next on Plus TV, Plus News. Join our news team for half hour of local and national news. Plus News, informative, balanced, accurate, and current.
When the power goes out, life is disrupted. Be prepared and keep your home powered up with a generator from Benquip. We carry brands such as Honda, Kohler, and JCB. Schedule your installation, maintenance, and assessment to keep your generator ready and waiting to protect your family and home the next time the power fails. Stay in control of your power with a generator from Benquip. Equipment, parts, service.
In the headlines for tonight's newscast, PM calls for a special cabinet meeting aimed at strengthening public procurement practices. Civil Aviation launches investigation into fatal aircraft incident. Easy Glen murder case adjourned. Full Circle Belize kicks off 3-day Biodiversity summer program, and Belmopan to host 3rd annual Special Olympics camp. These stories and more up next on Plus News. Stay tuned.
This newscast is brought to you through the courtesy of Builders Hardware, your home improvement warehouse.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I hear they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God, Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
Welcome to Plus News for Wednesday, July 8th. I am LJ Wade. Prime Minister John Briceño chaired a special cabinet meeting on Tuesday aimed at strengthening public procurement practices across the public service. The special cabinet meeting comes in the midst of allegations against ministers Oscar Mira and Florencio Marin. Leaked Smart Stream payments show that family members of both ministers were awarded millions of dollars in government contracts. The payouts made to the family members were also done in multiple installments, all under $10,000, purportedly in an attempt to avoid financial oversight. Yesterday's special cabinet meeting brought together all cabinet ministers and their respective CEOs for presentations by the Financial Secretary, the Contractor General, and the Auditor General on procurement best practices, compliance, and accountability. According to the Office of the PM, discussions focused on the provisions of the Finance and Audit Reform Act, FARA, the store's orders, and related regulations, with participants examining ways to improve compliance, streamline approval processes, and reduce bureaucratic delays that can lead to cost overruns or procedural breaches. As an immediate outcome of the meeting, Prime Minister Briceño directed the Ministries of Finance and Public Service to work with the offices of the Contractor General and the Auditor General to develop a mandatory continuous professional development program on procurement procedures for ministers, CEOs, FOs, and senior procurement officials. A technical working group will also be established to review existing legislation and recommend amendments aimed at strengthening Belize's procurement framework and preventing malpractice. The Office of the Prime Minister said similar high-level oversight sessions will continue as part of the government's efforts to improve governance, enhance transparency, and promote more effective public service delivery. The murder case against Goulburn Adolphus, also known as Easy Glen, has been adjourned until September 2nd, when a preliminary inquiry is expected to begin in the Belize City Magistrates Court. Adolphus, who has been on remand for the past 9 months, is charged with the October 2025 murder of 42-year-old school warden Chanel Faber, whose dismembered remains were discovered inside a blue barrel at the corner of Amandala Drive and Cemetery Road in Belize City. During Tuesday's court appearance, Adolphus's attorney, Norman Rodriguez, indicated that the upcoming PI is expected to be heavily contested. Rodriguez said he intends to challenge several pieces of evidence the prosecution plans to rely on, including surveillance footage that police allege shows Adolphus pushing a blue barrel believed to contain Faber's remains. The court previously disclosed the prosecution's evidence to the defense, including a 90-page case file, 30 photographs, and 3 DVDs. Adolphus remains on remand at the Belize Central Prison pending the commencement of the preliminary inquiry on September 2nd. The Department of Civil Aviation has launched an investigation into the circumstances that led to the death of veteran pilot, 42-year-old Henry Plett. Plett died on the 7th of July while he was piloting a crop duster in Spanish Lookout. During a routine maneuver, Plett reportedly lost control of the aircraft, causing it to crash in a nearby field. Following the incident, I filed the following report. This video captured the last moments of 42-year-old pilot Henry Plett's life. The tragic aircraft incident occurred shortly after 9 o'clock this morning in the Barton Rame area of Spanish Lookout. The entire ordeal was captured on video by a member of the community. The video shows the aircraft that Plett was piloting soaring through the sky. Plett was spreading fertilizer in his crop duster when the aircraft began losing altitude, causing the vessel to turn upside down and make a crash landing in a nearby field. Spanish Lookout's emergency personnel quickly arrived on the scene, but Plett reportedly died on impact. Norman Dyke, one of the 3 representatives of Spanish Lookout, spoke about the incident.
I just know that a plane was spreading fertilizer and it had some incident and it crash landed. So.
Could you talk about Mr. Plett, his role in the community? What type of person was he?
Well, he was a farmer. He did farming, chickens and grains, and then also flying planes. So I feel for the family. They'll definitely miss him. So our condolences go out to the families.
So far, there has been no official report as to what may have caused the tragic incident. Plett was a long-standing member of the Spanish Lookout and aviation community, serving for aero crop dusting as a ground and dispatch crew member since 2012. Reporting for Plus News, LJ Wade. In an interview with the media, Nigel Carter, the Director of Civil Aviation, stated that the incident is currently under review and that Plett's aircraft was recently inspected for airworthiness earlier in the year. A 38-year-old man who claims to be a naturalized Belizean has been remanded to the Belize Central Prison after being charged with keeping an unlicensed firearm and ammunition. Dixon Montero Caetano, originally from Honduras and a resident of Taylor's Alley, appeared unrepresented before a senior magistrate in the Belize City Magistrates Court on Wednesday. He was charged with keeping an unlicensed black 9mm Dewey pistol and 13 live rounds of 9mm ammunition, which police allegedly found in his possession during an operation in Taylor's Alley on Tuesday. When the charges were read, Caetano pleaded not guilty. Before entering his plea, he told the court, "They no find nothing on me, you know." During the proceedings, Caetano claimed he is a naturalized Belizean but was unable to provide documentation to support that assertion. Given the nature of the offenses, bail was denied and Caetano was remanded to the Belize Central Prison until the 31st of August. And in more court news, earlier today, 2 men appeared before the Belize City Magistrates Court after allegedly stealing a $400 26-inch beach cruiser. 37-year-old construction worker Jeffrey Fitzgerald McDougall was charged with theft, while 34-year-old Alton Dale Nicholas was charged with handling stolen goods. The bicycle belongs to complainant Shenar Patnett. Both men appeared before a senior magistrate, pleaded not guilty to their respective charges, and were each granted $400 in bail. The duo is set to return to court on the 2nd of September. We'll take our first break and be back with more news. Stay tuned.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I heard they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
It all seems cool. Hanging on the street. No school to keep you back. No 8-to-5 job to hold you down. No responsibilities. Running things in your neighborhood. Guns, drugs, fame. Even the media calls your name like you're a big deal. Until you're lying on the street, dead. Your mother crying. Kids left without a father. 'Cause make no mistake, that's where you'll end up. Today, tomorrow, a year from now, 5 years from now. In Belize, when you choose to join a gang, there are only 2 things in your future. A hole in Lord Ridge or a cell at Kobe. Gang life is no life. Choose to live free and live right. A message from the Ministry of Home Affairs and the Violence Prevention and Enforcement Unit.
Serious about your sound? So are we. At Levitza, music isn't just business, it's our vibe. From first-time players to seasoned pros, Belize chooses Levitza. Whether you're a solo artist, band, church, school, or marching band, we speak your language. Experience the crisp keys of a Yamaha, the legendary beat of Pearl and Tama drums, and a premium selection of guitars, mics, mixers, and speakers. We only stock the best. Gear that's built to perform, designed to last, and backed by expert service with a smile. At Levitza, it's about more than the equipment. It's about friendship and the joy of making music. Your passion is our mission. No cash? No worries. Ask about our flexible payment plans. From the mainland to the islands, we ship countrywide. Levitza, the good stuff at better prices.
Before our grid reached across Belize, it was built by generations of Belizeans committed to connecting communities and powering progress. Through the hands, the dedication, and the vision of our people, the grid grew with Belize. A nation built through strength and resilience, and a network built pole by pole. Today, that responsibility continues, strengthened by every hand that follows, each generation building on the last and carrying forward a shared responsibility. serving communities, powering schools, hospitals, businesses, and homes, supporting a nation that continues to grow. Belize Electricity Limited, built to serve, serving Belize.
Here's how to be a part of Benny's Homecation in 3 easy steps. First, download the B-Bucks app and sign up to be eligible. It's fast and easy. Then, shop at any Benny's location or Benny's entity. Remember to choose products from our monthly Homecation jackpot categories to earn entries. Now you can earn B-Bucks with purchases made and be a part of the Benny's Homecation jackpot for a chance to win the $10,000 grand prize in December. Win the ultimate Homecation with Benny's, quality and savings.
Residents along the coastline from Belize City to Ladyville are grappling with a significant influx of sargassum that has blanketed sections of the shoreline since the weekend. The thick mats of seaweed have become increasingly visible, and as they decompose, are producing a strong odor that has caused discomfort for nearby communities, while also posing a threat to marine ecosystems by reducing oxygen levels in coastal waters. Conditions worsened today as even more sargassum accumulated along the coast, particularly near the corner of East Canal Street and Regent Street West in downtown Belize City. In response, residents joined forces with the Belize City Council to begin clearing the affected canals in an effort to improve water flow and reduce the impact of the buildup. While seasonal sargassum influxes are more commonly seen along Belize's offshore keys and southern coastline, changing seasonal winds and ocean currents have redirected large quantities of the seaweed toward the Belize City shoreline, creating challenges for coastal communities. On Tuesday, July 7th, 22 MSMEs received grant funding under Startup Cohort 2 of the Belize Enterprise Empowerment Project, BEEP. Administered by the Belize Trade and Investment Development Service, funded by the CARICOM Development Fund, the initiative provided each successful recipient with $5,000 in seed funding. The grants are designed to provide critical financial support in order to improve operations, expand into new markets, and accelerate growth. Beltrade's Executive Director, Ishmael Kuros, explained that through continuous training and support, the initiative serves as a benchmark for developing successful, resilient businesses.
So I think we have to be thinking of how we can position ourselves as unique in the market, identifying what sets us apart. Another thing is also finding new ways of doing things. That's innovation. It does not only mean digital. Innovation means doing things differently, and that could mean partnering with another provider to help you produce an even better product. So something that is completely unique. And so those are some of the main ingredients. Finding what sets you apart, and being innovative, thinking outside the box, partnering, and really being determined to see through your business to success. So the grant recipients don't receive their full grant right away. They would have had to develop business plans for their business idea, and what we do is provide half the grant amount, and then at the midpoint of their implementation period, where that would have been defined at the beginning, we would assess to what extent they have actually invested in what they said they would invest. And it's only when that is confirmed that they would receive the second half of their grant. Apart from that, there is constant engagement with the entrepreneurs, with the recipients, by the business advisors, either through the Small Business Development Center or the Export Belize unit of Beltrade, to continuously support. and to guide them, to answer questions, and to help them succeed.
Of the 22 recipients, 15 are women-led and 7 are men-led. The businesses span creative industries, agriculture, tourism, agro-processing, professional services, light engineering, and manufacturing and information technology. Following the grant ceremony, we caught up with 2 recipients who shared how the funding and training have provided valuable insight and new opportunities to grow their businesses.
For sure, this is definitely a major step for me and my business, in that it provides and allows me to provide better quality service for my clients. You know, I'm able to expand my equipment, and in doing so, I'm able to provide more services for the clients. In the next 3 to 5 years, I definitely want to be able to provide better services for customers, not only in my surrounding area, but also the rest of the country, and maybe even outside of the country. One of the things that I am very passionate about is providing excellent services at every level. So that is something that I'm trying to achieve even now.
How do you plan to use this grant for your business?
Well, I've already allocated the funds for certain pieces of equipment, and these pieces of equipment will allow me to provide better services.
Well, the business started maybe a year and a half or so, and I use this BEEP program as a catapult into the next level of this business. So I am excited and I can't wait, and us ladies, I can't wait for you all to see the products that we will provide. I have to say the process was a little vigorous, right? We got to learn about the business from the beginning to the end, which is a good thing. And one thing I could say that each of us know now how to manage and how the steps it will take for us to have a prosperous business.
Full Circle Belize has officially kicked off day 1 of its Biodiversity Summer Program in Belmopan. Taking place from July 8th to the 10th, the program engages youth and young adults between the ages of 13 and 30 for an interactive learning experience on protecting Belize's natural resources. The 3-day camp features presentations from experts within the Ministry of Sustainable Development, National Biodiversity Office, Forest Department, Oceana Belize, and the Belize Solid Waste Management Authority. According to project activist Kefer Mess, the camp provides an important opportunity to educate and empower young people as they take up their roles as stewards of the environment.
So it's about having youths from from our project, because our project entails from different communities within the Cayo and Sand Creek district. We have people from Riversdale, St. Bite, Unitedville, Armenia, Cotton Tree, Ontario, Kettle, Calote, and Belmopan, where they come and learn about biodiversity and how, you know, they can be the stewards for tomorrow. So, you know, this 3-day summer program, we have different departments coming in from the Ministry of Sustainable Development to give presentation.
Nice.
So for the first day, we had the Department of Environment. So they gave a presentation about their department, how they work with environment, and, you know, all these regulations and rules. You know, what was surprising is that some of these youths did not know that they had fines or different charges when it comes to different, you know, pollution or different stuff. So when they found out about it, they were really interested and wanted to learn more about it. It is really important because, as I mentioned before, you know, they will be the stewards for tomorrow. You know, after we go, they will be the next one coming up. So that is why it is really important for them to understand and learn, you know, about our biodiversity and how, you know, how the condition is at the moment, because, you know, we just wrapped up the presentation from the National Biodiversity Office, and, you know, they talk about these illegal loggings and illegal minings that are happening in our area that most of us don't know about. And so with them come and to tell us about it, you know, it makes it really interesting, and so the youth can learn about how the condition is and how they can help improve the condition of our biodiversity.
For more information or to register, interested persons can contact 675-6465. We'll take our last break and be back with more news. Stay tuned.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I hear they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, and the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
Welcome to the William David Fonseca Parking Facility, your modern solution for safe and convenient parking in downtown Belize City. With easy payment options such as prepaid cards or coins, parking downtown has never been easier. Enjoy affordable rates as low as 75 cents for 15 minutes, $1.50 for 30 minutes, and $3 for an hour. Open and available 24/7. Park smart. Park safe. Park at the William David Fonseca Parking Facility. Modern, secure, convenient. Your Belize City Council. Always about the people.
The biggest football event in the world is finally here, and Smart is giving you the chance to play and win. Before every match starts, predict who will win. The more predictions you make, the more chances you have to win. Get 1 point towards your total when you guess the winning team. Predict the exact score and earn up to 4 points. The top scorer at the conclusion of the World Cup wins the grand prize of $2,500 in cash. That's not all. Players get a chance to win weekly prizes. Plus, our quarterfinal winner gets a watch party package. Play directly in the Smart app for just 50 cents per entry. Prediction starts June 1st to July 18, 2026. Don't just watch the World Cup. Play along and win with Smart. Smart, bringing people together.
When the job demands more, Milwaukee Power Tools are designed to handle the toughest jobs on the construction site. If it's speed, durability, and performance you need, Milwaukee is the perfect choice. For unstoppable power at an unbeatable price, make it Milwaukee. Nothing but heavy duty. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
Welcome to the William David Fonseca Parking Facility, your modern solution for safe and convenient parking in downtown Belize City. With easy payment options such as prepaid cards or coins, parking downtown has never been easier. Enjoy affordable rates as low as 75 cents for 15 minutes, $1.50 for 30 minutes, and $3 for an hour. Open and available 24/7. Park smart. Park safe. Park at the William David Fonseca Parking Facility. Modern, secure, convenient. Your Belize City Council. Always about the people.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I hear they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, and the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
Belmopan's annual Special Olympics Summer Camp is returning to the capital city for its third installment. This year's camp is kicking off on Monday, July 13th, and will be held at the Hilltop Basketball Court from 9 a.m. to midday. City Councillor Coretta Banner told us more about next week's summer camp and what participants can expect.
This year's Special Olympics camp is a collaboration with the Belmopan City Council, Special Olympics Belize, the National Sports Council, and Community Policing. The camp runs from the 13th to the 17th of July. It starts at 9 a.m. and we go until 11:30. We play sports such as basketball, football, some bocce. We have some confidence building exercises, among a few other things. So the idea of the camp is for it to be inclusive and have people of diverse abilities attend, so they can play together, have fun, and make friends. The camp is free. We do provide snack. And if you're interested or you have someone who you would want to attend the camp, you can reach out to me. My number is 624-7034 to sign up participants.
The camp is free of cost. If you would like to send someone with diverse abilities to the camp, you can contact the Belmopan City Council. Belize was represented at the 51st regular meeting of the Conference of the Heads of Government of CARICOM held in St. Lucia from July 5th to the 8th. The delegation, led by Attorney General Anthony Sylvester, included CEO Oscar Arnold and Ambassador Aisha Borland, Director of International Affairs, and Foreign Service Officer Giselle Gibson. Over the 4-day summit, regional leaders discussed a number of issues, including the CARICOM single market and economy, climate change and climate finance, food and nutrition security, and developments in Haiti and Cuba. Attorney General Sylvester also took part in the Heads of Government retreat. There, leaders examined ways to address the rising cost of living, crime, and security across the region. Sylvester also signed an amendment to the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas aimed at simplifying the updating process of the CARICOM Rules of Origin. On the sidelines of the conference, the delegations held bilateral meetings with representatives from St. Lucia, Cuba, the Republic of Korea, and Australia to strengthen ties in areas such as climate change, trade, sargassum management, and technical assistance. And that's the news. Thank you for joining us. From all of us here at PlusTV, have a good night and God bless.